Have you ever felt an inexplicable bond with someone, as if beyond words and gestures there exists a connection that goes much deeper? A union you cannot see but can feel. Carl Jung, one of the most influential psychologists of all time, dedicated much of his life to studying the mysteries of the human soul, and his discoveries can forever change how we view our intimate relationships. Jung claimed that our unconscious minds are not separate, but a part of something much larger. The collective unconscious, a vast ocean of experiences, memories, and archetypes we share as humanity. This means that our emotions, thoughts, and traumas do not belong to us individually alone, but intertwine with the history and energy of others. But this is where everything takes on new meaning. Every time you connect emotionally or physically with someone, you leave a part of yourself in them, and at the same time, absorb a part of that person. It doesn't matter if the relationship is brief or long-lasting, each interaction leaves an energetic imprint on your psyche, an invisible mark that can remain for years, even lifetimes. So how does this manifest in our intimate relationships? Intimacy is not just a physical act. It's a fusion of bodies, emotions, and, above all, energies. When you decide to share this sacred space with someone, your energetic field opens, allowing both vibrations to intertwine and affect each other. And here is the key point. If the person you unite with carries emotions of fear, insecurity, resentment, or chaos, it's possible that their energy adheres to you, subtly shaping your emotional and mental state. Have you noticed how, after being with certain people, your mood changes inexplicably? Sometimes you feel peace and fulfillment, but other times a sense of emptiness, restlessness, or confusion. That's no coincidence. It's the reflection of the energy you've absorbed. Jung also spoke of archetypes and the power of the unconscious in our relationships. Often, we are drawn to people who reflect hidden aspects of our own psyche, those parts that need to be seen, understood, and healed. That's why intimacy can become a mirror of our inner world. If we're not aware of this, we can become trapped in energetic bonds that repeat over and over again without understanding why. But here comes the most revealing part. If every encounter leaves a mark, what happens when we're not selective about who we share our energy with? Jung teaches us that every intimate relationship goes beyond the present. It's a connection that resonates through time, in our subconscious, and in the way we perceive love and life. Now that you understand this, ask yourself, how many energetic imprints do you carry within you? Keep watching, because in the next section, you'll discover how intimacy becomes a powerful energetic exchange that can either transform your life or drain it completely. When we talk about intimacy, many reduce it to a simple physical act. But the truth is that on the deepest level, intimacy is an exchange of energies, an intertwining of vibrations that can heal you, elevate you, or leave you drained and confused. Every person is a moving energetic field. Their history, emotions, thoughts, and even their wounds vibrate at a particular frequency. When you choose to share intimacy with someone, you're not just sharing your body. You're also sharing your emotions, traumas, and vibrational states. Think about this. How many times have you felt that after being with someone, your energy radically changed? Sometimes you feel peace, a sense of inexplicable fulfillment. Other times, you feel a weight in your chest, a sadness with no clear origin, an emptiness that's hard to fill. This happens because intimacy doesn't just leave a memory. It leaves an energetic imprint within you. When you connect with someone, your vibrations sync with theirs. If that person carries emotions of love, harmony, and balance, you'll likely feel calm and clarity afterward. But if they carry unresolved trauma, anxiety, or negative thoughts, part of that burden may stay with you. Carl Jung spoke of how human encounters are not mere coincidences. We attract one another by resonance, through what we have yet to understand about ourselves. In this sense, intimacy acts like a mirror. It shows us the frequency we are vibrating in and which aspects of our energy we need to observe. Now, how can you recognize if a connection is positive or if it's draining your energy? There are 3 key signs. Your energy after the encounter. Ask yourself, do I feel renewed, inspired, and at peace? Or do I feel drained, restless, and lost? The answer to this is your first clue about the type of exchange that has occurred, the thoughts and emotions that arise in the days after. If, after being with someone, you experience unexpected mood changes, thoughts that don't seem like yours, or excessive attachment, it's possible that you've absorbed part of their energy, your connection to your intuition. Healthy relationships strengthen your intuition and make you feel aligned with yourself. Toxic connections, in contrast, generate confusion, doubt, and a sense of energetic dependence. But here comes the most important part. You can choose with whom to share your energy. Not all connections are the same, and not all unions leave the same imprint. The key lies in learning to recognize when a connection lifts you up and when it drags you down to a lower vibration. Intimacy can be powerful medicine, a space where we heal emotional wounds and feel deeply seen and understood. But it can also be an anchor that traps us in someone else's energy, repeating patterns that hurt us and disconnect us from our essence. So, who have you decided to share your energy with? And more importantly, who will you share it with from now on? In the next section, you'll discover the spiritual signs that indicate your energy has changed after intimacy. Some may be so subtle you never realized they were there until now. Keep watching. Every intimate encounter is more than a fleeting moment. It's an energetic portal. Through it, we share more than our bodies. We share our emotions, our deepest thoughts, even our karmic memories. But most importantly, each experience leaves a mark on our energy field, even if we don't immediately notice it. Over time, many people wonder why, after being with someone, they feel an internal change they can't explain. Sometimes it's a feeling of lightness and fullness. Other times, it's a void that's hard to fill. The truth is that even if you can't see it, your energy has been altered. Today, I will reveal 3 key spiritual signs that your vibration has changed after an intimate encounter. If you recognize any of them, it means that connection left a mark on your being. Fluctuating energy. Do you feel drained or renewed after being with someone? Energy doesn't lie. If after intimacy you feel inspired, mentally clear, and at peace, it's because the connection elevated your vibration. But if instead you feel exhausted, confused, or carry a strange weight in your chest, you may have absorbed energy that isn't yours. Unexplainable emotional changes, sadness, attachment, or anxiety, with no clear reason. Has it ever happened that after being intimate with someone, you start feeling different? You can't explain it, but there's a strange attachment, a sadness that wasn't there before, or even thoughts that don't seem like your own. This occurs because in intimacy, we don't just emit emotions, we also absorb the emotional energy of the other person. If they carry unresolved wounds or repressed emotions, those vibrations may now live within you. Presence of karmic ties, connections that persist beyond time. Some connections seem to follow us for years, even when we try to distance ourselves. These are called karmic bonds. These ties form when we share deep experiences with someone, especially when there are emotional imbalances, unconscious promises, or unresolved wounds in the relationship. Even as time passes, you may feel that person is still present in your life somehow. A recurring thought, a returning feeling, or even dreams in which they appear without reason. It's as if part of their energy remained tied to yours, preventing you from fully moving on. Carl Jung spoke of how some bonds are not coincidence, but part of a greater learning. When someone's energy is still present within us, it may be a sign that there is a lesson we haven't yet understood. But here's the key. You can release those bonds. You don't have to carry energies that don't belong to you or stay trapped in cycles that hold you back. Help us spread this message. Subscribe, like, and tell us what spiritual signs you've experienced after intimacy. Now that you know how to recognize these signs, what can you do to free yourself from negative bonds and recover your energy? In the next section, I will reveal how energetic ties affect your life and, most importantly, how you can break them for good. Every time you unite with someone on an intimate level, you create an energetic bond. It's like an invisible thread connecting your essence with that of the other person. And even if the relationship ends, that connection can continue to influence your life without you realizing it. Some connections are healing. They lift us, strengthen us, and leave us with a sense of wholeness. But others can become heavy burdens, trapping us in painful emotional cycles. These are negative energetic connections, and they may be draining your energy without your awareness. Today, I want to reveal what happens when you unite with someone who has low or harmful energy, and how you can free yourself from those negative ties to recover your balance. What happens if you unite with someone with low or harmful energy? If every human being has their own vibration, imagine what happens when two people come together in intimacy. Their energy fields intertwine, their unconscious memories mix, and their emotions transfer from one to the other. But here's the warning. When you share your energy, it can carry fear, insecurity, anger, or unresolved traumas. Part of that emotional burden can remain within you. How does this manifest? Feelings of constant exhaustion after intimacy, even if there hasn't been significant physical effort. Unexplained mood swings, as if external emotions are influencing your mental state. Difficulty letting go of someone, even if you know the relationship isn't healthy for you. Repetitive patterns in your relationships, as if you're trapped in an emotional cycle you can't break. Carl Jung said that everything we repress or ignore in ourselves gets projected into our relationships. Often, we connect with people who reflect our internal blocks, and if we're not aware of this, we end up carrying energies that don't belong to us. But here's the good news. Just as these energetic ties are formed, they can also be broken. There are spiritual methods to cleanse your energy and restore your balance. If you feel a past connection is still affecting you, it's time to release that energy and reclaim your power. Here are 3 powerful spiritual methods to cut negative energetic cords. Cord cutting ritual. Find a quiet space. Light a white candle and breathe deeply. Visualize the energetic cord that connects you to that person as a thread of light, linking your heart to theirs. In your mind, take a pair of golden scissors and firmly cut the cord. Give thanks for the lesson the connection brought you, but declare that you now reclaim your energy and freedom. Cleansing bath. Use water with sea salt, rosemary, or rue to cleanse your energetic field. As you bathe, repeat, I cleanse all foreign energy, every burden that is not mine. I reclaim my light, my strength, and my balance. Imagine the water washing away all vibrations that do not belong to you. Liberation statement. On a piece of paper, write the name of the person you feel still connected to. Then write, thank you for what I learned, but I release all energetic ties that still connect us. I reclaim my energy and my peace. Burn the paper and let the ashes carry away the past. These methods not only sever energetic cords, but also help you regain control over your own vibration. Intimacy is a gift, but also a responsibility. What we share with others leaves an imprint on us. That's why it's essential to protect our energy, choose our connections wisely, and free ourselves from anything that holds us back. Now that you know how to cleanse your energy, how can you make better decisions to protect your vibrational field in the future? That's what I'll reveal in the next section. Keep watching. If this information has been helpful, subscribe, like, and comment if you've ever felt the presence of an energetic tie in your life. How to make more conscious decisions in your intimate life and protect your energy. Intimacy is much more than a physical experience. It's an exchange of vibrations, emotions, and subconscious memories. Now that you understand the energetic impact of every connection, a fundamental question arises. How can you protect your energy and ensure you only share it with those who truly resonate with you? The answer lies in awareness. Being conscious of who you choose to share your essence with is an act of self-love. It's not about fear or restriction, but about learning to value who you are and what you offer to others. Here are 3 essential keys to making better decisions and protecting your energy before, during, and after each encounter. The importance of choosing who you share energy with. Every person you share an intimate bond with leaves an energetic imprint. That imprint can uplift you or drag you into a lower vibration. That's why, before giving yourself to someone, it's vital to ask, how do I feel when I'm with this person? Do they inspire me, bring me peace, help me grow? Or do they confuse me, drain me, and leave me unstable? After being with them, does my energy expand or contract? If, after intimacy, you feel clarity, strength, and fulfillment, then it's a nourishing connection. But if it leaves you feeling empty, doubtful, or inexplicably sad, it might be time to reconsider that bond. Remember, energy doesn't lie, and what you feel afterward is a reflection of their vibration, merging with yours. Spiritual protection techniques before and after intimacy. The best way to avoid absorbing negative energies is to prepare before any encounter and perform a cleansing afterward. Here are 3 powerful techniques that can help. Protection before intimacy. Before sharing an intimate moment, do a short protection meditation. Visualize a golden light field surrounding your body and declare, I only allow the exchange of harmonious and loving energies. Anything that doesn't belong to me stays outside my being. Trust your intuition. If something inside you says it's not the right moment or person, listen. Cleansing. After intimacy, after an intimate encounter, take a few minutes alone. Place your hands on your heart and ask yourself, what energy am I feeling right now? If you feel heaviness or confused emotions, imagine a sacred fire burning away any vibration that isn't yours. Energetic purification bath. Use water with sea salt, rosemary, or rose petals. As the water flows over you, declare, I cleanse all foreign energy and fully reclaim my balance and power. Doing this consciously strengthens your energetic field and prevents you from carrying burdens that aren't yours. A final powerful message. Your body is a temple, but your energy is sacred. Protect it as the most valuable treasure you have. If there's one thing to remember from all this, it's the following. Your body is a temple, but your energy is sacred. Every decision you make about who you share your intimacy with reflects how much you value yourself. It's not about restriction or closing yourself off from love. It's about learning to choose with awareness, with wisdom, and with self-love. Because at the end of the day, we don't just share moments with someone, we share our essence. And when we make decisions from a place of consciousness, we ensure that each encounter becomes an act of expansion, healing, and spiritual elevation. Now tell me, are you ready to care for your energy as the most valuable treasure you possess? If this information resonated with you, subscribe, like, and share in the comments what practices you use to protect your energy after an intimate experience. Together, we can expand this wisdom and help more people awaken their consciousness. This knowledge not only transforms how you view intimacy, but also helps you reclaim your personal power. So now tell me, what will you do differently from today onward, now that you've discovered the depth of this subject? Pause for a moment and reflect. Think about the connections that have marked your life, those ties that have left a trace in your energy, and the emotions you've felt without knowing exactly where they came from. Have you noticed these effects in your life? If something you heard today resonated with you, if you've ever felt a shift in your energy after an intimate encounter, or if you've experienced the presence of karmic ties along your path, share your experience in the comments. Write what you felt, what you've learned, and how you've transformed your energy. Because by sharing, you help awaken more consciousness and allow this message to reach those who need it most. And remember, you have the power to choose who you share your energy with. Your body is a temple, but your energy is sacred. If this content was helpful to you, subscribe, like, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Together, we're creating a more conscious and elevated community. See you in the next video.